Everyone's trying to lose weight as fast as possible. But here's the thing, chasing speed is the exact reason why you keep failing and gain it all back. I need to lose 20 pounds by summer. What's the fastest way to burn that stubborn belly fat? I'll just do keto for a month. Sound familiar? You've been conditioned into thinking faster equals better. But that's the exact mindset that's keeping you stuck in this endless cycle of losing the weight, gaining it all back, and restarting on Monday. I've worked with hundreds of clients that have tried every quick fix imaginable before finding me. My approach has helped people lose 40+ pounds, and they don't just keep it off for a couple months. They keep it off for life. Hell, I proved it myself when I lost 20 pounds using the exact systems I'm about to show you. Meanwhile, every other fitness coach is selling you the same bullshit from 2015. Eat less, move more, cut carbs, do more cardio. They're teaching you the tactic without teaching you the system. They're giving you the meal plan without teaching you how to think about food. And that's why 95% of people who lose the weight gain it back in the first 2 years. So let me break down exactly where the fitness industry has been lying to you, starting with the biggest misconception that is sabotaging your progress. Why everyone gets fat loss wrong. Most people think fat loss is simple math. Move more, eat less, lose weight. But your body isn't a calculator. It's more like a leaky bucket. I'm gonna tell you why your metabolism isn't broken and why starvation mode is complete bullshit. Imagine water flowing into a bucket and a hole at the bottom. The more water, body weight you have, the faster it leaks out. Calories burned. As water levels drop, leak rate slows. Your body works the same way. Bigger people naturally burn more calories just by existing. When you lose weight, you burn fewer calories because there's less for you to maintain, not because your metabolism is broken. It's like expecting a Honda Civic to burn just as much gas as a semi-truck. The physics don't work. Studies prove this. Bodybuilder wore a weight vest, matching pounds lost. Kept losing weight at the same rate with identical calories. Every pound of weight vest equals same metabolic cost as body weight. Your metabolism isn't damaged. You just weigh less now. Most people think sleep only controls your energy levels, but it literally tells your body where you store fat. Sleep research that changes everything. 2022 study took healthy adults and restricted them to 4 hours of sleep versus 9 hours of sleep. Both groups could eat whatever they want. The results, the sleep-deprived group consumed 300 calories more per day, gained 8% subcutaneous body fat, and had 11% increase in visceral fat compared to the group that actually got their sleep. But there's something even more important than sleep that most coaches completely ignore: the micronutrients and fiber factor. The missing piece. Micronutrients and fiber types determine how you feel during fat loss. Most people focus on calories and protein, and then they wonder why they feel exhausted, hungry, and miserable after 2 weeks. Omega-3 fat for inflammation control. EPA reduces systematic inflammation. DHA supports brain health. Most people have a 1:15 to 1:20 ratio for the omega-3 to omega-6 fat, when it should be 1:1 or 1:4, creating chronic inflammation, making fat loss harder. Without these, your body's fighting against fat loss in ways you can't even see. The two types of fiber that directly impact fat loss. Soluble fiber dissolves in water, forms a gel-like substance that slows digestion and stabilizes blood sugar. Prevent energy crashes that trigger cravings. Sources: oats, apples, beans. Resistant starches. They act like fiber, improving insulin sensitivity, and actually burns extra calories during digestion. Sources: cool potatoes, green bananas, lentils. Your gut bacteria produces hormones that directly influence your hunger and your satiety. Fix your fiber intake, fix your cravings. This is why my clients report better energy and reduce cravings when they dial these factors in. When you're first starting out, you should not be starting with 40 to 50 grams of fiber a day. That's simply too much and can cause a reverse effect, making you more constipated, and even in extreme cases, make you go to the hospital. What I recommend to start with is start tracking your fiber and increase your fiber by 5 grams of fiber until the bloating goes away or the slight bloating you feel, and you're regular again. Increase by 5 grams again until you get to that 40 to 50 grams of fiber. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, because if you're not drinking water, you're just getting backed up more. That water is going to help you be more regular as well and get rid of toxins. I supplement my fiber with my own fiber supplement right here. And as you can tell, I love these carb balance wraps. Each one has 30 grams of fiber for 110 calories. And to me, they taste really good. You can also add small changes. Start having chia seeds in your drinks. Rather than having rice, add quinoa, because these small changes really do add up. Back to the micronutrients. Certain micronutrients unlock other ones. For example, if you have D3, to make it more bioavailable, you should be having your K2. That can come from 2 eggs a day, or you stack with a K2 vitamin. Or if you don't have a lot of red meat and you have iron be more readily available in your body, make sure you're getting your vitamin C. Things like that. Your body is this amazing ecosystem that needs certain sources from other sources to improve that one source. And if you don't have this knowledge, you're just confused every single day. Not to mention, like we said with the sleep, if you don't understand magnesium, if you're deficient in magnesium, which is 70% of Americans, you'll get cramps, you won't fall asleep, and you'll be wondering why. Now let's talk about eating strategies that will keep you satisfied while actually losing fat. Protein isn't just for muscle. It requires significant energy just to digest, burning more calories than carbs and fats. This means eating protein literally means you burn more calories than eating other macronutrients. Target: you should have 0.7 to 1 gram protein per pound you weigh, or for lean tissue, or the goal weight you want to be. This way you preserve the muscle and feel more full. But there's a specific way to combine foods that make you feel more full for 500 plus fewer calories. Volume eating science. Certain foods keep you fuller per calorie than others. Boiled potatoes are among the most filling foods you can eat. High protein foods like fish and eggs rank highly on satiety rating. The secret: high water content plus fiber plus protein equals maximum fullness per calorie. Smart food swaps that save you around 200 to 300 calories per meal. Replace rice with cauliflower rice. Saves you 180 calories per cup. Pasta with zucchini noodles saves 200 calories per cup. Chips with air fried popcorn saves you 120 calories per serving, and it adds you that extra fiber, which is going to be great for your gut health like we said earlier. Practical implications: fill half your plate with high volume vegetables, quarter with a lean protein, quarter with complex carbs. This naturally creates a calorie deficit while eating more food. All this matters, but if you're doing the wrong type of exercises, you're completely wasting your time. These foods are literally tricking your brain into eating less food while feeling more satiated or satisfied. Cardio is not as effective to lose weight as you might think. Your body has a daily energy budget and compensates for a high intensity cardio by reducing NEAT. When you do exhausting cardio sessions, your body subconsciously moves less throughout the day to conserve energy. Neat examples is you fidgeting around, you pacing around, you walking to the kitchen, you walking your dog, you maintain your posture. Highly active people can burn substantially more calories than sedentary people by doing these simple things, better known as micro movements. Walking 10,000 steps burns around 400 to 500 calories, but doesn't trigger the compensation response. Burns more net calories than the 45-minute HIIT workout that leaves you drained. Resistance training is superior. 3 to 4 sessions per week, preserves lean mass, maintains metabolic rate, creates EPOC for 24 to 48 hours for elevated calories burned. In a calorie deficit, the body wants to shred metabolically expensive tissue. Muscle. Resistance training triggers your body to preserve muscle and lose pure fat, but none of this matters if you're missing one psychology component that determines long-term success: the compound effect. Daily lifting plus daily walks plus proper recovery equals sustainable fat loss without the metabolic reduction that kills most diets. And this brings me to the most important section, the real reason why 97% of people fail long-term. Habits first, results second. Every strategy I gave you is worthless if you can't execute consistently for months. The diet industry has it completely backwards. They obsess over what to do, completely ignore how to actually do it sustainably. My core philosophy: build habits first and the results inevitably come second. The progression that actually works. Start with daily activity tracking. Just builds awareness for your daily activity without changing anything. Then add calorie awareness, not restriction, just understanding your caloric intake on a daily basis and your patterns. Layer in micronutrient education so you understand why you're eating certain foods, not just what to eat. Finally, implement changes that you can sustain long term. Psychology of adherence. Most people try to overhaul their entire life in just 1 week. Burn out by week 3, restart every Monday for years. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 week and underestimate what they can do in a year, or even 6 months. The all or nothing trap. Missing one workout turns into, I ruined everything, I'll just start fresh on Monday. The sustainable approach, missed one workout, means you get right back on track the next day, not next week. I actually had a great example as a client came to me and they were an all or nothing. They worked out 7 days a week. If they didn't eat their calories, they would just binge out because they thought, hey, you know what? I already fell off plan, might as well go crazy. I'm sure you've heard of that. Think of the same analogy. You stub your toe on the door and you go, huh? I stubbed my toe. Might as well just keep ramming my foot into the door nonstop because, oh, we're already here. Oh, I spilled some milk. Let me just spill the whole gallon of milk because I spilled that little drop. That's what you're doing with your calories. And that's what you're doing with your routine. Whenever that person came off their plan, I actually made them act like nothing happened. And that was so much harder for them because they had the all or nothing mindset. They thought restrict, punish yourself the next day. I ate over my calories. I have to do this cardio. I have to earn my calories. But it's actually harder to act like nothing happened and just go right back on plan. Because if you do the binge restrict, it's a cycle that will never end and it gets worse and worse and worse. So we implemented these proper habits. We implemented those learning and education of micronutrients, the calories, the awareness tools, all these things cravings, and they understood it's not that big of a deal to fall off one day. We're not robots. We're not perfect. I mean, hell, I had cereal today. But you know what? I'm gonna fit in my micronutrients, my macros, my calories, and it's sustainable. And I look this way year round. And now I'm happy to say he texted me 6 months after we worked together saying he's gaining muscle while still losing fat, hitting goals he never thought he could, without even me working with him because we built these proper habits and educated him so he can become his own coach. When you understand the system versus just following someone else's meal plan, you can adapt to any situation. The teaching versus telling the difference. I don't give meal plans. I teach you how to build your own based on your preferences, your taste buds, how your day, your schedule, everything like that. So if it's your goals, I mean, hell, I don't have your taste buds. I don't want you to follow the most bland diet of all time. When you build it this way, maintaining your results becomes effortless because you're not following someone else's systems. You are the system. Look, you can try to implement all of this yourself and spend the next 2 years figuring it out through trial and error like most people do, or you can work with someone that's already mastered these systems and helped hundreds if not thousands of clients get the results they want and can actually maintain. I don't just give you a meal plan and send you on your way. I teach you the principles so you can become your own coach. That's why my goal is to be your last coach ever. If you're ready to stop the cycle of losing weight just to gain it all back and finally build that sustainable approach that actually works long term, click the first link in the description. Let's see if we're a good fit to work together.